Yeah.
Speaking of Mbappe, no, we're not going to go on Mbappe. What I would say about Mbappe is that there is a scenario where he does move this summer.
Yeah.
What
I
a
think he'll go somewhere.
But see, the thing is, if you have Mbappe leaving, I think the thing with that is that where can he go? Where can he go?
Liverpool, Madrid.
Real Madrid has no money. Real Madrid has picked the worst time in the world to renovate whatever
I
the
would
word
agree,
is.
but then I've just seen Barca pick up 4 free agents on stupid wages. So
Yeah, well, yeah, he's not going to Barca. Why would you want to join that?
no.
Barca is one of
They
the
apparently
worst run clubs.
they're £1 billion in debt, but
Yeah, I
I
think,
don't know.
but with Mbappe, obviously, he's going to be the most sought after. I think in general this summer, this is the best opportunity for getting world class talent, regardless of what club you are. I think you're ever going to get, because all the clubs need to sell in order to balance the books. I think if you have owners that are willing to sacrifice putting more money in, you've got players like Jadon Sancho, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Harry Kane, all available for what will be discounted prices. I mean, there is an opportunity where you can get Kylian Mbappe for less than what PSG paid for him 4 years ago. I mean, that could happen, and I don't think you'll be able to see that price again for Kylian Mbappe ever. Erling Haaland's slightly different because obviously his release clause kicks in next year, and that's going to be less than 100 million, which I think teams might wait for. I think if Erling Haaland doesn't move this summer, I think he will move to Real Madrid next summer. Jadon Sancho, I would, on as much as I would love it for us to sweep Man United underneath the rug and get him at last minute, I think him to Man United is pretty much a done deal. And with regards to Harry Kane, I think Harry Kane going to Man City is pretty much a done deal. I think it makes them the best team in the world by a long way. If Harry Kane moves to Man City, I think that kicks other clubs into gear because they're going to have to make a big signing in order to basically compete with them. But with regards to Liverpool and Mbappe, the only way that happens is one of two ways. Is if FSG pump money into the club, which they can do. They did recently sell 10% of their company, so they have the spare cash available to pump into the club. They're going to have to break their wage structure and their transfer structure anyway to re-sign Fabinho, Alisson, Van Dijk and Salah all to new contracts. And the other way that happens is that one of the front three is going to have to go. Whether that's Mane, whether that's Firmino, whether that's Salah is up for debate. I think I can personally see a scenario where maybe there's a swap deal with Dortmund and we send Sadio Mane and 10 million euros and we get Jadon Sancho back. Where we send Sadio Mane and like 50 or 60 million euros for Kylian Mbappe. I think you can see that kind of going forward. Do I think we do that? I wouldn't be surprised if we did, because I think Michael Edwards is a smart businessman and he knows what kind of value Kylian Mbappe is. Do we do it? It's another completely different story.
I had a feeling we were going to, but I'm not that convinced anymore in that. I just don't think. I don't see us selling any of the front three this summer. So.
I think we should. I think we should start to rotate the front three. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
and I think we've already seen it. We've already seen it with the signing of Diogo Jota.
I think though we need a number 9 more than anything. You know, I think.
If we need a number 9, we play Salah through the middle. We get rid of Firmino and we sign Mbappe.
True. Then he's not a natural number 9. If we're talking an actual number 9, a guy who can actually
Yeah.
get the ball. I mean, Firmino's great at that. But obviously, Firmino was not the Firmino 2 years ago.
No. But that's the thing. It's the Michael Edwards and FSG in general won't see players as their general quality. They will see them as business items, as depreciating assets. They're going to want to get the most value out of them possible. Which I think if you don't if you don't sell them now, you're gonna cut a significant amount off their transfer bill when you come to selling them next year or the year after that. I think my personal opinion behind it is I think that Mane is one of the three to go. I would hate to see Mane go. Mane is one of my favourite players of all time, but I think he's been unhappy. He's obviously not had a very good season, and he's the natural replacement to take out a winger to then bring in a winger. I think Jota can maybe mould into a false nine and play on the right and can play on the left. But I think a straight swap for Sadio Mane plus cash for Kylian Mbappe is the most realistic, I say, in the loosest sense of the word. Transfer deal I could see happening.
So hard to predict.
It is, 100%. But I think clubs aren't stupid. I think the board will realise what whether you're Man United, whether you're Man City, whether you're PSG or whatever. I think you'll realise what sort of situation you're in, and the fact that if we mentioned PSG have to sell him. Unless he signs a new contract, he has to go because he's got 1 year on his deal. If he doesn't move this year and he doesn't re-sign a contract, they will be letting him go for free. They won't get a single penny out of it, which is they don't want another scenario with when they signed Ronaldinho from Gremio and Gremio didn't receive a penny. They don't want to see that because it's going to be 10 times worse with the talent that Kylian Mbappe is because he's not moving across the globe. They're going to have to compete with whoever he plays for.
Completely agree.
Like I said, I don't see Mbappe moving to Liverpool. I mean, there is a scenario that I've just set out that it happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But if I had to say now, gun to my head, is Mbappe a Liverpool player in the next 3 months? I would say no. But there is a clear scenario where it happens, which is why I have a big problem with people saying, "Oh yeah, it's the most forced transfer room of all time and stuff." But no, I mean it isn't. There is a clear scenario where it happens. He's spoke many times about Klopp and how the playing style and stuff, and we did recruit him before he went to PSG when he was at Monaco. It's been reported many times definitely from the French side of things that his two preferred destinations would be Real Madrid or Liverpool. And one of those clubs doesn't have any money. So if he's going to move...
It's Madrid and Liverpool, so...
Yeah.
It's clear. It's the best opportunity we've had in signing a clear-cut best player in the world or future.
Oh, we're not going to get an opportunity like this again. We're just not. No. This is the equivalent of having... I wouldn't say that Kylian Mbappe is anywhere... I wouldn't say anywhere near. I wouldn't say he's Ronaldo. I wouldn't say he's Messi. But those players are going to be retiring in the next, 18 months to 4 years. Yeah. There's going to have to be somebody else that fills that role.
Yeah. Well, Mbappe will be the best player in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Point, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and the chance to... The fact that you have the player that would like to play for the club, not necessarily that he's going to agitate and force a move. He's saying that if he was to go to that club, he wouldn't be unhappy. You have that chance. You're not going to get it again. You're just not. It's whether FSG want to fork out the money to do it. Because there will be clubs to do it. Florentino Perez will spend the next 3 weeks trying every which way. He'll be throwing car boot sales. He'll be chucking Eden Hazard up for adoption. He will be finding every single penny you can. He'll be looking under the back of the sofa to find every single cent that he can get to see if he can afford Kylian Mbappe. And it's not going to happen. It's not. I mean, he's going to try. They're going to try their hardest because they can see the potential that he has. And they'll think that the sheer power of Zidane, whether Zidane's still the manager is another thing, to see if they can bring him through. But they just don't have the money, and FSG haven't yet pumped a significant amount of money into Liverpool yet. They haven't done it. Everything that they've seen has been off the back of the Coutinho transfer. I mean, it's 150 million. We used that to sign Alisson and Fabinho and Van Dijk. I mean, it's like the net spend is like 40 million or something, which for a good club of what we are now is ridiculous.
Agreed. No, I completely agree. It would be so unlike Liverpool to go and buy Mbappe, wouldn't it?
It would. Honestly, I'd be shouting and celebrating in the street if it happened. I would.
Yeah.
I think it would genuinely be one of the most shocking things in football in the most recent memory. It would be, because it's so unlike Liverpool to do that.
Yeah, agreed.
And also, Kylian Mbappe would have to understand the Scouse accent, and to me, that's just so funny.
Yeah, you get him on one of those welcome videos.
Yeah, like the one that Thiago did there. How are we?
How are we? And what's happening?